approach will give you the patience to stick to your healing journey. A lot of us give up prematurely because we don't have self-compassion. We give up prematurely because we don't have faith in our own bodies. If you're struggling to manage lupus and you feel like nothing is working, then this video is for you. Today, I'm sharing 5 tips that help me start to heal naturally and take control of my health. There's no gatekeeping here. We gotta get this information out to heal our communities. But first, a little bit about me. I'm Jenny Mack. I'm a holistic nutritionist and lupus warrior. My mission is to help you glow, live flare-free, and embrace abundance through natural whole body healing, okay? And that's why I'm here today to share my personal story, what worked for me, and to encourage you to take control of your own health because you can. About 7 years ago, I was diagnosed with SLE lupus and lupus nephritis. I was in constant debilitating pain, suffering flare after flare, losing myself. And not until I went into the doctor's office and asked the doctor what I should eat, and their response was, eat whatever you want, just take your medication. Now, I know there had to be a better way to manage lupus. So that's where my journey to holistic wellness started. I did the research. I became a certified holistic nutritionist and autoimmune nutrition specialist. And I really started to dig into the research, but into self, to really transform my health. So I'm sharing my practices with you because my health has gone from night to day. Okay, there's brightness, there's a glow up here. And I want to share the tools and resources that have helped me live a better and fuller life. And I want to share this information with you. But before we get started, quick disclaimer. I am no doctor. I am sharing this information for educational and inspirational purposes only. Always do your research and consult with your doctor. Period. All right, let's get started. The first tip is about mindset, okay? In order for this transformational journey to happen and to work, you have to believe wholeheartedly that you can heal. Your body wants to heal, but you have to believe that. You have to have this positive mindset that your health is going to turn around, that you're going to start to feel less symptoms, that you're going to get stronger every single day. Instead of feeling like my body was attacking me, I started to shift my mindset and say, my body is actually supporting me, okay? Those symptoms are ways for my body to communicate to me that it is in an inflammatory state. So how can I listen to those messages, right? Go from that fighting lupus mindset to supporting your body, and it's gonna make a transformational difference. This approach will give you the patience to stick to your healing journey, okay? A lot of us give up prematurely because we don't have self-compassion. We give up prematurely because we don't have faith in our own bodies. This technique will give you the tools to stick to this healing journey, even on the tough days. Start by asking yourself, how can I support my body today? How can I nourish my mind, body, and spirit? Okay, start today. Tip number 2, eat anti-inflammatory foods. We know how important food is on our journey. And the reality is, lupus is an inflammatory disease. So the foods that we eat can either reduce inflammation or exacerbate inflammation. So this is where we have to develop a relationship with food that is going to be nourishing for our bodies. What you can start doing now is eliminating those trigger inflammatory foods that we just know are not healthy for us, right? So you have your saturated oils and fats. You have your processed foods and carbohydrates, your simple carbs and sugars. You have your dairy. Some of these foods can be inflammatory for us. And then you have your salty, sodium-rich foods. Eliminate these processed foods and go for whole foods that are gonna provide you with vitamins and minerals that are essential to nourish your body. Because the truth is, a lot of us are just malnourished. So we have to prioritize foods that are going to be nourishing to our bodies. Then you're going to want to prioritize eating anti-inflammatory foods that are high in vitamins and minerals. Some examples are leafy greens, berries, because they include antioxidants. And you know they say the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice. That's right. And then omega-3 rich foods, those are going to directly help to reduce inflammation, but they also support our nervous system and help balance our hormones. So omega-3s are key for that. But this is where you're going to want to work with a professional, a nutritionist, to help you assess specifically what foods are nourishing for you, because what might be good for someone might be inflammatory for another. When I made this shift, when I started to nourish my body with healing and vitamin and mineral rich foods, I started to feel less flares within weeks. So start with the food. Tip number 3, say no. I had to laugh at this because this is something that I struggle with for years. And honestly, I still struggle with it because saying no can be hard, especially if we're people pleasers and if we give, can cause stress because we are disrupting our boundaries. We gotta set these boundaries, y'all. We gotta set these non-negotiable boundaries and stick with them, because the moment that we don't, that causes stress. And stress is a trigger for lupus. We know this. Okay, so setting those boundaries, saying no to stress, to work, to people, to commitments, and honoring that, being okay with that. By saying no more often, you're creating space for rest, healing, and self-love. And this investment is so important on your healing journey. This is when you start to feel better in your body because you have more space and capacity to love unto you, and then you could give unto others, right? Fill that cup up first, but say no. Tip number 4, move your body regardless. Our body requires circulation. Our body requires strong muscles to protect our bones. Moving is essential. Move your body the best way that you can. I don't care if it's just flexing your foot, moving your shoulders around, going for a walk, practicing your breath. That's moving and circulating, okay? With oxygen. Moving is so important on your healing journey. I remember when I was bedridden for months, y'all. And I thought that I was never going to be able to go to the gym again. I love the gym. But guess where I started? With the stretch, then a walk, then a light jog, then a body weight movement. And now I just completed my first 5K. Start small and turn your moments into momentum. Dance in the mirror like no one's looking. Tip number 5, get a restful night's sleep. This tip is often overlooked for so many reasons. I mean, we might be suffering from chronic pain, but how can we prioritize sleep so that our bodies start to heal? So the way that we should do this is to set a wind down routine, again, non-negotiable, that starts at least 3 hours before you plan to get to sleep. We're gonna aim to get 8 or 9 hours a day. And that wind down routine looks like stopping your last meal a few hours before, practicing your breath work, going for a nice bath or shower, doing a stretch, removing electronics and blue lights, okay? And then getting into a comfortable environment. Better sleep equals better healing. And there you have it, 5 essential tips for starting your natural healing journey with lupus. Thank you for sticking with me. And remember, start somewhere. We're going to shift our mindset. We're going to reduce inflammatory foods. We're going to say no. We're going to move our body. And we're going to prioritize a restful sleep. Yes, yes. Now, if you found this video helpful, make sure you give it a like and comment below. Share your personal experience. What have you done to prioritize your healing journey, or what's holding you back? You know, the more that we share, the more we can encourage one another. I'm Jenny Mack, and the more you know, the more you glow.